What's up, party peoples? It's your boy Rennie Ren, and tonight we getting back into some Madden. I wonder who we're gonna play tonight. Without further ado, let's do the damn things, peoples. So yeah, I had to mute it right away. So before we get into the game, let's see. All right, it's moving. So I'm gonna go down the line. Got my eyes closed. Gonna pick up random. Do we have a? Let's see. Go ahead. We do have a random buttons L2. So I'm gonna click it 6 times. See who it'll land on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we're going against the Patriots. Let's see. Change up to 5 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, so what's your party people's been up to? Yeah, by the time this come out, I'll probably have some Metal Gear Solid out for y'all. Let me know down how y'all like that.
From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
What's up, Pete?
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I hate when they do that. They don't want to give it a chance.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, and not the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Throwing Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive
Let's see.
is that he
Let's see
feels
what
like
these
he has
guys got.
answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, and they go back to Harris. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
You got that right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And his kick is good, not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, that's the only lead they're going to have.
So
right
the
now.
opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Nifty footwork at the 45. And there he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon
It's a damn shame. Off a
73
running play.
yards. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space,
First play of the day.
crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
I still can't believe I made it all the way down the line off a
So
running
back
play.
onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive
See
to
what,
end
see
with
what
a
the
kick.
coach said.
Most of them want it in with
Do
a
blitz.
PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Stevenson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Steps away. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Jones. And this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, Jones.
Ah, he almost got caught.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, he almost got caught, people.
Over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He did. He almost got caught.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They begin with a run by Barkley. That's a room to roll now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants.
Another running play all the way down.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but he scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
That's a damn shame, Patriots.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to like to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball.
Damn,
And
Patriots.
some of them, they
Y'all
want to try
fucking
to
up.
go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So what a first half that he has had running the football. And now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to fit the thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Jones. Complete, it's Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're
Jones hit, and the ball's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, gave him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And caught by Henry. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Got a punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been
taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
I haven't even thrown the ball in that once. Yeah, that's a damn shame.
Gano for the extra point.
Yeah.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions.
Hopefully.
Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones throw there complete to Myers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Targets, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovered on a Giants touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon. With Howard Freeborn, we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession with football afterwards. This is a tough one
Let's
to
see
overturn.
what he say.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 13 yards. For a Giant first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Folk out there now to kick
Sorry,
this one
Coach.
off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Yes, so
Man, he
him
got
in
in
the
there
last
so
second.
quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. You go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I got you.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now.
I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down
I didn't
again.
mean to do that. I meant to put,
They'll go to Barkley again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 26 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. I don't know what was going on there, but
Really?
the end result, this is going to be a safety.
The sons of bitches pushing the demons in.
I'm not totally privy to what went on in offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Yeah, it's not like they're going to come back anyway.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, we
Not too
haven't
long.
exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been.
The ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on Giants touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jones now, throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Stevenson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. On the draw is Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
3 yards remain for second down. Back to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Come on, Pat.
Jones on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And I don't know if that is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here on the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass into completion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now Just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
You see we're going to get another fumble real quick.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but Jones hit in the ball zone. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Alright, party peoples, that's the end of the gameplay. Catch you on the flip side. Later days, homies. Yeah, I better get out of here before it start raining on me. And everything cut off.